You are welcome to HN What's Your Say? The #1 listening show, where we discuss important issues with important people like you. We are featuring R. Kelly. R. Kelly is currently planning an appeal to contest the Brooklyn court guilty verdict. But what is the basis of this appeal process? Can he see the New York conviction overturned? Oh yes he can, and this is how. One of the arguments R. Kelly's legal team could use is that much as Robert Sylvester Kelly is self-made, R. Kelly is a brand that was not created solely by him, but by those that needed to make money off his celebrity status. And R. Kelly did not need anybody to help him get women for him, he was just too popular to need such help. It is this fame that attracted women to him, and that's not his fault. They literally forced their way into his life. Even when he was keen enough to ask how old they were, according to testimonies made in the Brooklyn courthouse, R. Kelly was lied to. So how can Kelly be guilty for violating the RICO Act? He couldn't have had an enterprise for this purpose because he simply didn't need it. If he wanted women to date or be with, they came to him effortlessly. Before someone is accused of murder, for example, there must be proof of motive. Perhaps a life insurance policy, an inheritance, or maybe a bounty. When it comes to R. Kelly violating the RICO Act, you ask yourself, why would he? I see completely no motive at all, and this should be erased from his list of guilty verdicts already. Everywhere he made a show, women came his way and wanted to tag along throughout his tours. Women literally adored this guy to an extent whereby it became one of his major problems. Kelly needed help to survive this. Who was there to help? Nobody. Plus, there isn't such a thing as a book for celebrities that gives them information on how to manage a celebrity lifestyle that comes with challenges of this nature. Many artists in the music industry go through the same. Should Kelly pay the price for everyone else in the industry before some changes can be made to save it from collapse? Another strong argument for Kelly's appeal is that witness statements that kept changing from time to time constitutes perjury according to the United States Constitution. One may argue that the public interviews were not done under oath, but according to the United States law under Section 1001, a statement is a crime if it is false, regardless of whether it is made under oath. And this is punishable with 8 years imprisonment. So for as long as the false statements made by the person aided in throwing the investigations, or court process off course, leading to a wrong conviction, this is punishable by law. Successfully arguing out perjury therefore could easily see the Brooklyn ruling overturned and R. Kelly set free. Or at least the number of guilty verdicts reduced substantially. The final argument R. Kelly's lawyers could use is that of non-substantial evidence, and the total lack of evidence in certain cases. Real substantial evidence of abuse or kidnap, for example, starts with communications to the police which were never made, to medical examinations meant to ascertain any physical trauma, and no such evidence was presented during the Brooklyn trial. There are even no records of any failed attempts to escape. When someone is kidnapped, the first thing they try is to escape. No such reports of failed escapes were presented to court. In fact, R. Kelly has a strong appeal. According to Rivera, until now, I do not understand how the Brooklyn court managed to find R. Kelly guilty for all counts. It doesn't in any way ring a bell as anywhere close to a fair judgment. It even sounded comical to me when it was announced. It is just hard to believe that someone can commit all those crimes alone. Besides, like this conversation reveals, R. Kelly violating the RICO Act is simply a bogus assumption. Superstars do not need to operate an enterprise to help them access anything. That is a reserve for drug dealers and politicians. Talk about kidnap. Kidnapped people are not taken shopping in malls, or to walks in the parks. Come on, Ann Donnelly, how well did you conduct your jury selection? It sometimes feels as though people were simply handpicked from social media fora. According to Goldie, R. Kelly should indeed be excused for the environment artists operate and has not been regulated to protect them as well. Why, for example, should underage girls be allowed in music shows of this nature, It's actually possible to end up with one without one's knowledge. Just being in such a place for their age may be quite confusing. Also, considering that they will tell the wrong age and want to confess later in front of a court jury is just not proper. For how long are we going to drag down celebrities and not think of cleaning up the industry? Whatever happened could have been a result of lacking regulations, and R. Kelly should not be taking the fall for it. R. Kelly's lawyers need to parade 3 girls in the Court of Appeal, one 17-year-old, another 18, and then a 19-year-old, and ask the prosecution to identify the 18-year-old from among the 3. If they fail to do this, the case should be dismissed with no further considerations. Benita says, "Every time I hear of kidnap as one of the charges Kelly was found guilty of, I burst in laughter. I find this rather ludicrous and laughable. From the time I was little, I have watched numerous kidnap movies, and in none of these did I see the captive walking freely on the streets, or shopping in malls, or even driving around town in the kidnapper's car. Only in the R. Kelly movie am I seeing this. It's important that the judiciary be the fairest institution of government. Some of these things should be simple and obvious. How can the truth be hidden from the court in plain sight?" According to Soledad, "I have never seen a case where witnesses have changed statements 180 degrees like this one. Whatever happens, we know well R. Kelly is innocent, and he could have been the victim in this circumstance. Indeed, R. Kelly should have a strong appeal." According to Helena Schooley, "This is the first time I am witnessing a 3-year well-financed project, whose target is to bring a single individual down. It is quite disturbing to watch R. Kelly be treated in this manner. We hope and pray that the appeal fetches some good results for him. Well, he made a fortune and lost it all. How about we allow him a simple but drama-free retirement?" If you wish to take part in a live interview on this channel discussing any of these topics, let us know by emailing us on sashahnnewsroom@gmail.com for scheduling. That is all we had for you today on HN What's Your Say? To keep updated whenever we post a new video, subscribe to this channel now. Also remember to hit the bell icon and enable notifications. And feel free to share your opinions with us in the comment section below, and let us know if you would like us to publish your views in our next release. We value all our subscribers' opinions.